Well, there's some breaking news about Notre Dame football. Tyler Buckner has a high grade AC sprain in an throwing shoulder, and surgery will be tomorrow. And the expected time to recover is 4 months. So, needless to say, they're going to have to find a new starting quarterback, which will be Drew Pine. So, and I know some games have been announced for the Big 12, which I'm going to go over those for September 2nd, 24th. West Virginia at Virginia Tech, 6:30 Central Time on ESPN. Baylor versus at Iowa State, 11 a.m. Central Time, either on ESPN2 or ESPNU. Duke at Kansas will be 11 a.m. Central Time on FS1. TCU at SMU, 11 a.m. Central Time on ESPN2 or ESPNU. Texas at Texas Tech will be 2:30 p.m. Central Time on ABC or ESPN. And Kansas State at Oklahoma will be 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time on Fox. I know the ACC as well, of course, like the 23rd, Virginia at Syracuse is 7 p.m. 7 p.m. on Eastern Time. Eastern Time on ESPN, as previously was announced. Clemson at Wake Forest, noon Eastern Time, ABC. South Florida at Louisville, noon Eastern Time, RSN, I don't know what that stands for. Rhode Island at Pitt, noon Eastern Time, ACC Network. Middle Tennessee at Miami, Florida, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ACC Network. Notre Dame at North Carolina, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ABC or ESPN. Georgia Tech at UCF, 3:30 p.m. or 4 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN2 or ESPNU. UConn at NC State, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, RSN, which I don't know what that stands for once again. And Boston College at Florida State, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, ACC Network. So, at least there's some times right there. And I know the Pac-12 has announced some times as well. Like 11 a.m. Pacific Time will be UCLA at Colorado, Pac-12 Network. 1 p.m. Pacific Time, Oregon at Washington State, Fox. 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time, Arizona at Cal, Pac-12 Network. 6:30 p.m. Pacific Time, USC at Oregon State. 7:30 on the Pac-12 Network for that game, but 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time, Stanford at Washington, FS1. 7:30 p.m. Pacific Time is Utah at Arizona State on either ESPN or ESPN2. And the Big Ten has announced some games as well. Chattanooga at Illinois, 8:30 p.m. on Big Ten Network. And they're in the Eastern Time Zone, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Maryland at Michigan, basically noon Eastern Time on Fox. Central Michigan at Penn State, noon Eastern Time, Big Ten Network. Minnesota at Michigan State, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Big Ten Network. Indiana at Cincinnati, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ESPN2 or ESPNU. Iowa at Rutgers, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, FS1. Miami, Ohio at Northwestern, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Big Ten Network. Wisconsin at Ohio State, 7:30 p.m. on ABC, Eastern Time on ABC. FAU at Purdue, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Big Ten Network. And the SEC has also announced their times, which since I now covered it. Then after this, I covered everything. Missouri at all. Missouri. I would assume at Auburn. Yeah. Is noon Eastern time on ESPN, and I'm gonna check on these games as soon as I'm done with on the SEC part of it. Arkansas is at in Arlington versus A&M. That's 7 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN. Bowling Green at Mississippi State. That's noon Eastern time on SEC Network. Northern Illinois NIU 7 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN2 versus at Kentucky. Kent State, I would assume at Georgia noon Eastern time on ESPN Plus or SEC Network. Vanderbilt at Alabama 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on the SEC Network. Florida at Tennessee 3:30 p.m. Eastern time on CBS. Central Michigan at South Carolina, Charlotte at South Carolina 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on ESPNU. Tulsa at Ole Miss. That's 4 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN Network. And LSU is hosting. I just trying to think. But I'm going to double check on all these locations here for the games for the SEC. Yeah, it's for sure. Oh, New Mexico. LSU versus New Mexico. And that's on the SEC Network or ESPN Plus for that game. So the Missouri game is at Auburn. So, which leads me to believe the second team I announced between all those games is the home team. Makes a lot of sense. Road team, then away. So, I just want to update on that injury note for Notre Dame and all the Power 5 schedule for week 4. Technically week 5. Because, teams play in week 0. Or actually, yeah, technically week 5, but it's not called week 5 on ESPN app for whatever reason, because they consider week 0 games part of week 1, which to me it's a week 0. Week 0 is week 0. August 27th is week 0. Then there's week 1. There's week 2. There's week 3. So week 5. So yeah, I just want 0, 1. Actually, yeah, technically the week 4, but 5 weeks in college football season, if you include week 0. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. It's going to be 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.